Welcome to the Loner Ranger Radio Show with Bruce Woodburn, Cross Country Mortgage. Yes, I am the Loner Ranger. Thanks for tuning in. I love the weather we're having, such cooler weather. And I'm going to tell you something, what a great time to get out, start looking for a home. If you're a first-time home buyer, I want to tell you something right now. I want you to pull the car over or park the lawnmower or the vacuum cleaner and ask yourself, how much equity have you built up by renting the home that you're in right now? If you look at it and you can go, I haven't really built up any equity, Bruce, because I'm renting and renters don't have equity. Exactly. I want to tell you something. My son, he got out of college. Now he's 27, but when he got out of college, it was 4 years ago, I told him he had to buy a house as his first purchase. And so I tell you what, he went to work for me. He wasn't making that much money. He was able to find a home. He went with a 3% down conventional transaction. I connected him with one of my real estate agents who gave him their Loan Arranger real estate rebate, 25% of their commission back, and they negotiated the closing cost to be paid by the seller. Now, he got into a home for 3% out of pocket. Okay. I think at the end of the day, he had a few costs. He might have been 4.5% by the time he was done. Now, he got a very modest home. He didn't make that much money. His income was limited. $45,000 a year is all he made. But we got him into a home. He structured the entire loan himself. He figured out how to use border income to help him qualify because he didn't even qualify without it. So he figured out how to use border income to help him qualify, got into a home. That's not my point. Here's my point, renters or people that know people that are renting. He now has had that house for 4 years. He has almost $200,000 in equity in that home. Now, listen, you and I both know in the last 3 years that we have not seen the equity appreciation that we would typically see, but he's got it. He's still got it. Now, if he would have kept renting and he was paying like $2,500 a month, $2,500 a month, over the course of 36 months would have been $90,000 that he would have been in the negative versus 200 in the positive. Listen, there is no future in renting. There's no equity in renting. You cannot build wealth by renting. You look this up. You look up the statistics, pull it up in your AI, plug it into Chat GPT. The average renter in America has about $10,000 to their name. The average homeowner has $230,000 or $213,000 to the name. I think it was 213 or 230. I forget. I looked it up the other day. I could be off by 20 grand. Who cares? Who cares? Would you rather have 200 or 10,000? Which one would you rather have? I know which one I want. And if you're not good at savings, and most of you aren't, let's just admit it. You got a 401k, you don't even know what it's invested in. You got an IRA, you just let your financial guy run with it, but you don't really know. And everybody should be doing well right now. Everybody that has money in the market should be making between 10 and even 18% right now. If you're not doing it right. You're not doing it right. Allow me to connect you with the right financial people to help you if that's not what you're doing. So most of you aren't. I met a guy just the other day, successful, has got 4 businesses, got a couple $1,000,000 in the bank, and yet he had 800 and something thousand in a checking account. I'm like, you've got to be kidding me. It just doesn't make any sense. But most Americans don't know how to really manage their money well. Now, I'm a 10th grade dropout. Okay. I don't have a Harvard degree. I don't have any of that. I'm a 10th grade dropout. So I made it my point to understand how money works. And when I say that, I spend my life understanding how to leverage, because people that make money understand leverage. People that don't understand leverage. So banks, how do you think banks make their money? Leverage. They leverage money. They will loan it to you at one rate and loan it out at another rate. So they make money by leveraging your money. That's how they do it. It's not their own money, it's your money. So you have to learn how to do the same thing. And if you're not making 10, 15% in today's market, you're doing it wrong. And you think about that. For every $100,000 you got in your 401k, you should be getting $15,000 extra per year. That's what you should be getting. Why aren't you doing it? Now, if you're renting, all of that money is just thrown in the garbage. And I don't care how fancy your apartment complex is that they have a gym, that they have a pool, that they have a clubhouse. I don't care. And I'll bet you move in there for a year, you don't even use the stuff. But you can use the equity in your home, and you can build equity and you can build wealth without even trying. It just does it for you. Now, you want to learn how to build wealth a little bit more aggressively? I will help you with that. I will connect you with the right financial people if that's what you want to do, depending on your risk level. But there are opportunities. So, by the way, if you have questions for me, you'd like to buy a home, you want to refinance, you need a home equity line, write my number down. I'm going to get into some benefits of doing that in just a minute. But call me in Tampa. In my Tampa number, call me at 813-213-4009, or Orlando. I want you to call me at 407-706-3313, or go to webringyouhome.com. Let's get your application started. I start with only a soft credit pull, not a hard credit pull. Let's look at the numbers, make sure they work for you. No pressure. Nobody's going to pressure you to do anything here. You don't get any fast talking salespeople trying to get you to do something. And all you people that need to refinance right now, I guarantee you're getting hammered by professional solicitors that will manipulate numbers and make them look better than they are. You want the truth? You call the loan arranger. I will promise you will get 100% accuracy and information that is designed to help you save money. Not me save money. You save money. If it doesn't work for you, I'll tell you, it doesn't work. So let's get back on track. Renters are wasting every penny that they spend on rent. Landlords love it. I love you, renters. I'm a landlord. I love you. You're great. You've made me very wealthy. And thank you. Thank you for that. Now, you want to switch it and become on the landlord side? I will show you how to start buying properties and accumulating wealth to where I could have you on a get rich program. This is what I did. I created a program called my Leapfrog Program. And I did this because I didn't have the money to start buying investment properties and putting 25% down to buy an investment property. I didn't have the money to do that, but I knew that I could make a lot of money and build wealth in real estate. So what I did is I went out and I bought a property. My first property, I think, was $114,000. Okay. My wife and I lived there for 5 years. I then rented that home and bought another one. Rented that home, bought another one. Rented that home, bought another one. Now, I never put down more than 5% on any property until I decided I wasn't going to move out of my primary residence any longer, because you have to do them as a primary residence to put minimum down. And I didn't want to move out of the lake house on a $2 million house to buy a $250,000 house. So then I started buying investment properties much later and putting 25% down. But let me show you, I can get you in a 20-year period of time to own 5 to 10 homes. They'll all be free and clear. Every one of them will be paid off, and the tenants paid them off for you. I will show you how to have $4 to $5 million in free and clear real estate, making you $30,000 to $40,000 a month in rental income. Now, if that interests you, let me show you how I did it. Now, you don't have to pay me $2,500 for a weekend seminar like you would pay on these fast talking seminars that are telling you how to buy homes for no money down. It's a scam. You can't do it, or else I'd be doing it. You can't do it. So let me tell you the right way to do it. I'll show you how to develop wealth. I will show you the way to buy properties, the type of properties to buy, how to negotiate, how to get your closing costs paid. I'll show you all the tricks of the trade that I've used over the years. And I've made some mistakes. I made a couple of big mistakes. Tell you, the two biggest mistakes I made, I should have bought property after the crash after 2007. Okay. We crashed. The market crashed, right? The mortgage debacle crashed. Now, can you imagine if you bought properties in 2009, 10, 11, 12, and 13, how much money you would have made in real estate? But nobody was buying properties. Do you know why? They were afraid because we went through a crash. Now, guess what people are today? They're afraid. They saw interest rates higher. Okay. We went through COVID. There's reasons people are in fear, but it is false evidence appearing real. It's not real. These are the opportunities that investors are looking for, but first time home buyers gloss right over. Don't make the mistake. Get into real estate now. As soon as those rates drop into the fives, you're not going to have an opportunity as a first time home buyer to even make an offer because you're going to pay over ask price. You're going to have to waive the appraisal inspection, waive the home inspection, pay extra for the house, not get any closing costs paid. And God forbid you find a house that needs work and the seller won't do the work. And he doesn't have to because he's got 15 people lined up to buy it. Think about this. If you look around and you go, I know people that like to buy, but they just want to wait for interest rates to drop. That's probably 7 in 10 people right now. It was 8 and 10. It's probably 7 in 10 people right now. So now rates drop, all 10 people jump in the market. Now, today we have 3.5 homes available for every buyer on the market. 3.5 homes for every buyer. Who's in control? The buyer. Who gets closing costs paid? The buyer. Who gets home repairs made? The buyer. Who gets buy downs paid? The buyer. They're getting everything right now because they have an opportunity because there's 3 homes available for every buyer. But when that changes and now there's 1 buyer to every seller, you won't have that opportunity any longer. So that opportunity will be gone, completely gone. So you will then pay full price or close to full price, and the seller's not going to have to pay any closing costs because he's got 5 other buyers lined up behind you. So they don't have to do it. So if you wait, you only hurt yourself. Now, let's just say, well, Bruce, I really think that home is a little unaffordable for me right now. Listen, I get it. Interest rates may be a little higher than you'd like them to be, but they're a 1.5 lower than the national average over the last 40 years. So FHA, I can get you in the fives, VA in the fives, conventional in the low sixes. So why would you wait? Because even if rates were to drop to 5.25, which I don't think they're going to do, I think the lowest we might see in our future is 5.5. But even if they did, we'll refinance you. You don't have to pay any lender fees with me on a refinance. So there's every reason for you to do it. Now, if you're a parent or a grandparent with adult children or adult grandchildren, and you plan on leaving them money when you're dead, why don't you watch them grow now? Because your irresponsible adult child that can't save enough money to buy a home, you could fix that problem because they're never going to save enough money. But if you help them, you can help them now, and we can keep that money in the property and it'll grow for them organically. So if you've got an adult grandchild, or even if you're an employer and you want to help your employees out, I've done lots of that before. Helped lots of employers help their employees. Call me, let me help guide you in the right direction so we can help gaining wealth. Okay? Let's help your employees, your children, your grandchildren. It's time we do that. 407-706-3313. That's my phone number. Or Tampa Bay, you can call me at 813-213-4009, or go to webringyouhome.com. You want to purchase a home? You want FHA, VA, USDA, jumbo loans? I got super jumbo loans, construction to perm, build on your own lot, renovate a home, buy a home that needs renovation, and I add the renovation cost to it, home equity line of credit, reverse mortgages. You're getting older. You don't want a payment anymore. You got a ton of equity. I got it. Listen, I got to take a quick break. So I'll be back in 5 minutes, but I don't want you to go anywhere because I want to talk about what happened with the Fed cut in the Fed rate that you need to know about, because there's a lot of rumors going on out there and most of them are wrong. So stay tuned. I'll be right back with more of the Loner Ranger Radio Show. 407-706-3313 or 813-213-4009.